He's too stupid for that.
It's April Fool's Day, but many, many drivers in San Antonio, Texas don't need an excuse to get in their cars and act like a damn fool. And of course, I don't really mean act. School zones were established to protect the youth of our communities all over the country as they make their way toward the institutions that are supposed to be set up to prevent them from walking and driving around like total fools. The laws are stricter in these zones, and the fines and penalties for violations within these zones are generally higher, doubled in many cases. However, this established system of protection is not foolproof. As all of these sensible drivers cautiously make their way through this particular school zone, stopping at this marked crosswalk here where this student is crossing the street, this fool who chose on this day that laws, safety, and common sense were not going to factor into any decision making. Again, these people aren't just like this on April 1st, so watch out. This fool says, "Fuck all these people who stopped for a pedestrian. I'm going to use the turn lane and jump around them." Then, fuck the pedestrian, who fortunately was aware of his surroundings and able to get out of the way of this POS. And then this driver speeds toward the car that was in the turning lane for a legitimate purpose and jumps around the line of cars whose drivers were willing to give an extra minute of their morning to ensure that a kid could cross the street without getting killed, because this fool didn't have time for that. If you recognize this car and you know the driver, please kindly recommend to them to go tightrope walk across the first power line they can find. As you drive around SATX, you need to be aware that when it comes to company vehicles, you should not assume that the company made an effort to weed out any fools in the hiring process of their drivers. And they're out here proving that every day. Like the fool in this truck here, sitting at a stop sign. Most of us think the stop sign is a simple concept. Stop, make sure all is clear, and then go. But a fool, in this case, a fool in a big company truck, may skip one of these steps. This one skipped the step in which you're supposed to make sure all is clear before hitting the gas. Now I know this here isn't the clearest shot, so I did a little looking and I found this. It's a picture from the website for Republic Services. So this means that either Republic Services is hiring fools to drive, or whoever's doing the hiring at Republic Services is a fool, or both. Either way, keep an eye out for these fools, because they just might kill somebody one day. After last week's Tell Me You're a Stupid Driver Without Saying You're a Stupid Driver theme, some viewers reached out to me asking if there was a way to express their stupidity as pedestrians, since not everybody drives. Well, we at Driving an SATX are here to serve, so we went ahead and gathered a couple of ideas. To begin with, as a pedestrian, to really show off some shining stupidity, if you see any lights that look like this, or have any sort of countdown going on, don't pay any attention to them. Why not?
You're too stupid for that.
These are for pedestrians who are not striving to reach levels of stupidity that can get you killed in an instant. You can just pretend that these are part of a miniature light show for anyone who stops walking because they need a rest. Now the stupid route to take here would be to come to a road and just go ahead and cross it. Nothing says I'm too stupid for self-preservation like crossing the street without a care in the world, especially considering cars versus people are pretty much undefeated. Now, if you really want to convince people, consistency is key. You may have developed a habit over time of minding these lights, but you want to be strong and ignore those impulses. See, all these people can see that there's only 1 second left before the cross sign changes, and there is a car ready to go here at the green. But these people are too proud of the fact that they're too stupid for that. Now, here's what I mean when I say ignore the urge to mind the lights. See, this guy looks up at what's unfolding, and he suddenly doesn't seem so stupid after all. But if you want to accomplish your goal, you cannot give up. He remembers
He's too stupid for that.
Too stupid for all the logic that is currently sparking conflicting activity in his brain, and he settles back into the mindless flock and walks on, applying the brain capacity of a tumbleweed, just like everyone else here. Stay safe out there. These fools are everywhere.